How could you? Do you ever wonder how you could stop world hunger, how we could stop global warming, or even how we were supposed to go to Mars? These questions are huge and really hard to solve. Some projects can sometimes also feel the same way when the project feels too big or complex to tackle. It makes sense that such complex problems aren't solved that easily, because where should you even start? If you encounter something like this, it is best to split it up into smaller, more comprehensive problems. For global warming, for example, this could be waste production, fossil fuel usage, transportation, and so on. These smaller problems are easier to solve using the how-to technique. The how-to technique is a powerful tool that helps you open up your mind and brainstorm ideas freely without limitations. The tool is helpful when you are converging and need many out-of-the-box ideas. The feasibility, viability, and desirability are not crucial during brainstorming. For now, we want to have a quantity. The technique for thinking up solutions for problems are called creativity techniques or creativity methods. Most of these methods are general. They are applicable to a wide variety of problems. Creativity techniques are very useful in the ideation process, generating large amounts of ideas in a short time. How-tos are problem statements written in the form of how-to. Examples are how to carry luggage in the airport, how to transport deep frozen food in a shop, how to supply people with beverages at a festival. The how-to way of phrasing is dynamic and inviting. The idea is to create a wide variety of problem descriptions. In this way, different perspectives are briefly shown, and the problem is described from these methods' point of view. These are rules in force such as postpone judgment, associate on ideas of others, and strive for quantity rather than quality. The how-tos are open questions that stimulate your creativity almost immediately. The various how-to questions give a comprehensible overview of the problem that you are working on. We will give an example on how to conduct a how-to. Start with looking at how the problem you are trying to solve is formulated and what smaller problems are hidden within the problem. For example, we want to make a homestay more attractive to tourists. A smaller sub-problem could be marketing. Secondly, we will transform these sub-problems into how-tos. For example, how to attract more tourists. Now that we have a list of sub-problems, we want to select the ones we think is most relevant or important. Draw the problem on a big piece of paper and start writing down solutions for a limited amount of time. 5 minutes, for example, is enough. Try to draw the problem. This makes it easier to recognize them fast later on. It is also preferred to use sticky notes, but this will be explained later on. When you are finished with ideating, it's probable to give someone else a try on the same piece of paper in order to get more ideas. Now you have a set of ideas, we will start clustering similar ideas. With clusters, we are going to pick out the most fruitful ideas and start looking for combinations between ideas and clusters. Here we're looking for a suitable solution, so now we are selecting on quality and not on quantity anymore. Now we have some ideas we can further develop into concepts that we could actually use in solving our once big and complex problem. So in short, write down the problem. Have a small brainstorm on sub-problems. Select one. Begin to ideate on this problem and remember to let your imagination go wild, as it's about the quantity, not the quality. Cluster similar ideas and start looking at fruitful combinations. Now select your best ideas.
Hi, I am Manu and I am here sharing my experience on how-to tools that we just had this session with friends.
Okay, great. So you did the how-to. Could you explain a little bit what you thought about the tool and things you didn't like, and share some of your experiences?
So basically how-to tool was used to find the problems of the areas we are studying in. So we have different problems in different areas, and to overcome that problems we really need to stress out to find the problems. So we had a group of 3 people, and from that group of 3 people we actually came into a similar problem, so that we could brainstorm more into the problems and find one particular problems that we can actually work on it. And it was really effective for me to be a part of how-to tools and the ideas, the teams where the ideas were so common, and then that could help us to work more on the problems and give a solution out of that.
So would you use it later on in your professional life?
Yeah, sure, why not? Because this tool actually helps to bring the problem into small fragments that can actually give a solution to whole bigger pictures. So instead of giving a solution to a bigger problems, we can actually break that problems into sub problems, and after that breaking into sub problems, we can actually have ideas, put an ideas to that problem, so that the bigger problem would be covered with every step. So yeah, that was very good. So I think I might be using it in my future. So.
Okay, were there things you didn't like about the tool?
I actually don't think of that much, but maybe the problem, the dislike of the tools, I don't think there is any.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
And do you maybe have some tips and tricks for someone who's going to use the How Could You?
so to use How Could You?
Like a trick, like a tip or trick to use it better.
So the tips and tricks could be like, just put your thoughts into the paper. Don't think of the quality, just put the quantity into the paper, so that we could actually have different long ideas, and that could be broken into smaller ideas that could actually is a problem for that.